Morning, all one of you, vegan realist. Kimberly, if you're still here, how are you guys? Actually, there's only one person in here. I think there's only one person in here. I always have to put it on live chat. If I don't put it on live chat, it doesn't show me who's all in here. So how was your weekend, vegan? Anything exciting happening in the UK? Nothing exciting here. I spent my whole weekend sleeping. Hey, Bailey. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Actually, every time I went to watch a live stream this weekend, I fall asleep. Oh, it's been nice. We were going to go to like a petting zoo yesterday, but by the time we got there, I was like so like not in the mood. I don't know why. I should have gone and walked around and saw the animals, but I don't. You have to wear a mask the whole time you're there, so I really wasn't in the mood to wear a mask for however long it would take to go around that zoo because they're really, really strict. In certain places, they're strict. So we ended up going to A&W, and I got the worst hot dog that I've ever had in my life. It was awful. And they got our order wrong, and oh God, whatever. I shouldn't complain though. At least I got out of the house. And then I got home, and I swear on my kids, I slept from 3:30 yesterday afternoon till this morning, like nonstop. Well, not nonstop. I woke up a couple times. I went into shoot the shit stream and watched them for a while, and I went somewhere else where Laura was. Might have been Laura's. But I'm telling you, I'm getting like where I just don't really, I'm just shaking my head on here. It's just such a, I, I don't know how to explain it. It's such a dis, there's so many people that are such a disappointment. Um, that you thought were good people, and then you turn around and just find out that they've been nothing but a disappointment. But and that's not naming any names or whatever. It's just like it seems like it almost seems like you just want to just give up and say there is good people. Oh, and it was good to hear that Blue Ridge, like Archer, um they're home now, so that was good to hear. So there is some good in this community, but there's also a lot of toxicity, and I'm trying to keep my nose clean, my hands clean, dot my I's and cross my T's. I know, like Brian, a lot of people go after Brian and say he's a horrible person and this and that, but Brian's always been respectful. Hi, Blink. How are you? Good to see you. Brian's always been respectful to me. Here's the thing about Brian. Brian won't go after you if you don't go after him. He's really, you're not on his radar if you're not bad mouthing him. The only time he'll bad mouth somebody is if they go after him first. But even then, sometimes he'll just leave things alone. And he's even said, like, it's not worth it. He's changed a lot. Like, he's changed a lot. I would trust Brian, with anything, actually. I agree, not engaging in toxicity. It really got to me the last month or so, and I won't let it happen again. I know it's like I've found so many other you guys. This is such a big platform And I actually have found so many different communities that are just, they're not all about, bashing and, shitting on people. And it feels so good because when you go there, and to be honest with you, YouTube has gotten to the point where I'm not even enjoying it as much. At least I like the people. Like, here's the thing about this community. There is a lot of people in this community that I really, really like. And, I would miss those people. But some of the places, like some of I've unsubbed a lot of places only because of what's been going on here. Like, but I mean, I'll admit it. Some of the people that are on here, I would miss because they're just so friendly. And I would not, if you'd have asked me this a year ago, if I would go into Laura's and feel welcome, I would have told you there's no freaking way I would ever feel welcome in Laura's chat. She's one of the few her chat right now is one of the few chats that I can go in and honestly say I feel comfortable in. Um, and I know people are not going to agree with me, but if you'd asked me this a year ago, I would have said, no freaking way. I'll never go back in that chat. Now, I mean, I go in there and there's people that welcome me and I feel more than comfortable in there. So, you know, oh, and Tiffany Marie, shoot the shit. There's a few chats that I go in PF. Janie Bobani, which these are people that I never would have known. I never would have known these people had all this not happened. So there's good that comes with the bad. There's always good that comes with the bad. And that the good that comes with the bad is people come in here that wouldn't have come in here a year ago or 6 months ago. And that I really appreciate. And not because I'm looking to build my channel or whatever. That's not what it's about. It's about like these people that I was friendly with that wouldn't come step foot in my channel now will come in my channel and interact with people in here. And that's a good thing. That's positive. Laura is my home base. Don't even engage much, just familiar and few friends. Exactly. Well, if you'd asked me a year ago, Blink, if I would ever go into Laura's, I would have said, are you fucking kidding me? Never. But I've gotten to get to know Zero Filtered Jules and Kim A and um Jules goes in there, Tiffany Marie goes in there. I've gotten to know these people and I really, really, really like these people. And I feel comfortable. And when I go in there, like GB, another one, I mean, these people I didn't know, and I wouldn't have known them, you know, 6, 8 months ago. Did you hear on Robbie's alarm? Yes, I heard that. Actually, I should correct Laura on that. What I did say was, I don't want to bring that up, but what I did say something similar. I did say what I heard was, and it probably wasn't even from Laura, it was probably from someone else that said, why should we support you when you're supporting people that are trying to take Laura down? That was what was said. Yeah. But I did say that. So she was right. But I'm hoping that's just water under the bridge. Um, she was Blink. When did I ever fucking tell you? I know. I heard it. Don't worry. I've heard it. I heard it. But it wasn't. it wasn't that. It was like, and I'm not even sure if it was her that said it. It might have been someone else that said, why should we support you when you've got all these ranches in here that are trying to take Flora down? So, but I find there's a whole new atmosphere in Laura's chat, and I'm not ashamed to be in there. I mean, it took me a while to be able to feel comfortable even saying anything in there. I would lurk, I admit it. Laura is animated. She can be very entertaining when she wants to be. Um, when she said, it's funny, when she swears, it doesn't sound bad. Like if I use the same words that she uses, it would sound really horrible. But when she uses it, it doesn't sound bad. I must get my order in for some candles. You know, she's been saying she's behind in orders, so I wanted to wait until, you know, she's caught up on her orders because I really do. I've heard nothing but good things about her candles. And it's kind of sad that people are putting down her candles that she's making herself. I really think it's kind of sad that they're trying to take her down by taking that away from her. She learned herself. She took it upon herself. She's doing a good thing with it. Nice being out of all the drama for the last year or so. I could never go back to that. Yeah, I understand, Link. I'm, you know, it gets you views, but at what cost? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just I don't want to be that person that comes on here and has a panel full of people just to take down one person. But you know, and the good thing about all this is that I've gotten to know a lot of people that I never would have gotten to know. Bombshell. Hey Reagan, how are you? Reagan, there's another one. Reagan, I'm just talking about like a lot of the people that what good has come out of this whole Diane fiasco has been the people that I've gotten to know, um, that I probably wouldn't have gotten to know before because, you know, I just said, well, she's on the other side, which I don't know what the other side is, the Diane side, I guess. Um, but you know, I've gotten to know some really good people, and if you really, and I'm sure there's good people on the other side, I'm sure. um I just see a lot of putting people down, and I just see it over and over again. And it doesn't matter what you do over here. Hey Kimberly, it doesn't matter what you do over here. You're going to always be you're going to be, especially if you support Laura, and that's the people I support. Listen, I don't support the P word. Hey Jenny, and I don't Jenny, there's another one. Um the person that she had on her panel, and none of us do. Come on, let's be real. Most of us are either we have children and grandchildren. We don't support that stuff. And to even say that, put that out there, um, and and like your false narratives, like saying that Janie Bobaney said that what Diane did was worse than, you know, than what he has done. That's not what she said. She said that she thought it was disgusting that she rode in on the coattails of someone like that. And I mean, you have to take things the way they're meant, because it's not fair to not take it for the way it's meant and put your own narrative on it, if you know what I mean. But that's what happens in this community. You have to watch every single thing you say. Like the whole thing about me saying that Laura said that she said that I wasn't or I said that she told me that I couldn't have anybody on my channel, whatever. That's not what was said. What was said was why should someone, and I don't even know if it was Laura, to be honest with you. Someone did tell me though, why should we support you when you have people in your channel that are, and now I understand kind of in a way. Like I'm not going to have people in here that are like, if people come in here and start putting, say, Laura down or Tiffany Marie down or Molly Golightly down, I'm not going to like it. I mean, let them say what they have to say, but that doesn't mean I'm going to like it or agree with them. I will definitely disagree with them. I will definitely stick up for these ladies because they, to me, have been the ones that have stood tall in their have really come to the forefront in all of this, and I respect that. They're just clutching at straws. Laura has gone through, oh God, she's gone through it for yeah, to be honest with you. And you know, and I can take responsibility for what I have done to Laura, and I did. And I do take responsibility, and I'm sorry. Wendy V recorded you and me late one night for no reason. We were just chatting, and she put out a video on it, causing problems that didn't need to be. Exactly. Well, Wendy V doesn't like me much, so there's that. Like if you have a clip channel that doesn't like you, they're going to take you at your worst possible light and they're going to clip it. And that's what, you know, that's what is going to be out there. And then people are going to see whatever that person, hey, jackpot, good morning. That's what people are going to see, whether it's taken out of context or not, which is unfortunate sometimes because I know I kind of like to go back and listen. Like when I hear a clip channel and it puts someone in a bad light, I kind of like to go back and listen to the whole conversation or the whole live. Because if you don't, then you can, it can be taken. You can just take clips, snippets of things and put it somewhere where it doesn't sound like it, you know, it doesn't sound like it doesn't come out the way you meant it to be. And humor is very a hard thing to come across on to people on here, very hard, and especially if you're typing something that you think is maybe a little funny or off the wall, or you're trying to lighten the mood and someone will take it and completely turn it around. Like it must have been so uncomfortable for Laura and Lover, or Mallory, and Marissa to find out what they found out on Marissa's panel. Like, I don't know how I would have handled it. Good morning, Carolina. Nice to see you back today. Yeah, I haven't been feeling good. I guess my husband, the guy that works with my husband, is really in a bad way. He's in intensive care and he has, hey, Mr. Positive. He has been intensive care for a couple weeks now. So hopefully, if you can just throw up a prayer for him or good thoughts or whatever. Oh, this COVID thing. Hopefully this is, I love it. And I do, that's one of the channels that I do feel comfortable in now, Kimberly, because I mean, I'm getting to know the people in there, and I really enjoy going in there. And it's not always for the content. Sometimes it's just to see the people that I have gotten to know from going in there. I mean, we don't all have to be enemies. And even if it's just like people still, I'm sure there's people in there that just can't stand me still. But, you know, I haven't had no problem getting along with everybody in that channel. And that, I think, um, kudos to Laura for not kicking me out when I first started going in there. I think I've been okay with Laura since about Christmas when I went in there and I wished her a Merry Christmas. And I did, and I meant it. So even before all this came to light, where, it came to light, I think I've been okay with her. Laura's nothing what she's made out to be. In fact, she's the opposite. Yeah. Well, you have to remember with Laura, she's been going through, she's been going through this constant being attacked for 2.5 years. And to be honest, hey, tacos, morning. Are you on your way to work? And you gotta give her kudos for just never giving up. Like, I don't know, had I been in her course, I haven't sent, had I been in her position, if I could have taken the abuse, and I'm going to say abuse, that she's taken for the last 2.5 years and still been able to come on, because to be honest with you, I don't think I could have. Don't remind you. Are you in your car? Are you getting ready to go? She is strong. She's very strong. And, when they wanted everybody to ghost her, it was such a joke. It's just like, you know what? No matter what we say or what we think about Diane, she's always going to have her supporters. There's no way she's going to be ghosted. There's nothing we're going to be able to do. Has she lost supporters? I'm sure. But, you just have to decide for yourself what's more important. Um, your own moral compass, or being in the popular group. I'd rather be, be in where I feel good about myself. Hello, Cecile. Nice to see you. Diane is a walking bag of food. Yeah. Like, she likes to project a lot of shade on everybody else and not taking any responsibility for what she said. They need a mob. Laura stands alone. Exactly, Reagan. You're right. Like, I don't think nice. I'm glad you came in here, Cecile. Did I miss something? What happened? Nothing. Just kind of like talking about everything. I kind of missed, like, to be honest with you, I think Shoot the Shit was on for like 4 hours. And honestly, I like saw a snippet, like here and there. I was falling asleep and waking up and falling asleep, but they cracked me up. Especially, I can't remember what it was. Was it on a clip channel? I saw Pam reacting to Diane's live, and it was so hilarious. I mean, I was laughing my butt off because the faces, the things that she was saying was exactly what I was saying in my head. Like, it was so hilarious because whenever she was reacting to Diane, she was saying, I didn't really watch anything this weekend, so I'm lost. Um, I didn't really either, to be honest. I just watched a little bit. Like, I watched the clip. I watch the clip channels because they get the highlights, and then you see the highlights. I know, but her, her expression on her face and some of the things, the comebacks she was coming back with, were exactly what I was thinking in my head. Exactly, like word for word. So it was cracking me up. And then we have Mallory. Mallory crack. Well, you know what? And I've actually started following Mallory when she went through that rough time when she got attacked. That was the first time I ever actually saw, and I actually saw that on, it was on a live, and when she was attacked with a knife. So I've always kind of like checked it. I've always kind of lurked in her channel, not really talked too much, but I've lurked in her channel because I kind of liked her. There was something about her that I kind of liked. Laura and Mala have taken shit for years. They're still here and getting stronger. Well, they're, to me, are the new ladies' night people. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned. But see, I unsubscribed Diane's channel months and months ago. I'll even say probably as long as September or October of last year. I just didn't like the direction it was going, and that was before we knew what we know today. So it's not like it happened all of a sudden. I just didn't like the direction it goes. And trust me. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you. Um, Trust me, I've been on the receiving end of some of that hate in her channel. Trust me, it's not fun. If you guys remember the whole Blondie McBlonde and Blonde Bay fiasco from last year, I don't know if any of you remember. I took a lot of hate. Come to find out, those two were scammers. But I took a lot of hate from that. So, you know, some of you might not remember, but they're gone now, but they were here and they were scammers too. And I was on Diane's panel, and I'll tell you what, I took a lot of heat from that chat. And the worst part of it is the chat was worse than the actual, the panel. It was just the worst thing ever. So I'm kind of like, and then if you ask her to do something for you, she won't do it for you. She'll do it for her friends, but she won't do it for you. What's that, Bailey? Reagan, she absolutely is, and she can't be hoodwinked or duped. She may not say anything, but she absolutely knows exactly what goes on around her. What did you say, Reagan? I missed it. Laura and Molly have taken, yeah, they have taken shit for years. And like I said, I'm guilty of some of that. I actually, I'm starting to think I'm like a really bad judge of character. I don't need them in my life. I don't want to accidentally say hi to all the cussing. A little is okay for me, but not every sentence because mine's anxiety. See, I don't mind the cussing. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine what I would sound like cussing like that. And I do cuss. Oh, regarding Mallory. What did you say about Mallory? But anyways, yeah, I used to go in her chat and watch her, and I used to lurk because I remember when she got her car, um, her little car. Because I used to hang out, here's where I used to hang out a lot, was in Rosie O'Kelly's. Um, I used to watch Mallory. I watched Lindy and Boris, and I watched a lot of those people. I love listening to her. She's a breath of fresh air. I need to start getting cliff notes and start paying attention to, yeah. Mallory is. And I love her chickens. My stepdaughter has chickens, and I was just there Easter, and I was picking up the chickens and gathering eggs and stuff. So Hi, Timmy Ray. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I just boiled some eggs in my Instant Pot. I made pickled eggs this weekend. Hi, Timmy Ray, the king. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. That's sweet. But yeah, like I was saying before, the best thing that happened to all of this takes a while, but you eventually find your niche. I tell Laura, just ignore the hate, just be yourself. Everything will fall into place. Have fun. Exactly. Hey, Dory. Well, I have a Zoom meeting to attend. Oh, a Zoom meeting to attend to. A Zoom meeting. I'm like, are you going to the zoo? That's what we were going to do yesterday. I know a lot of people don't catch my lives in the morning because they say, well, you're on too early. But you know what's good about going on early is that it's out of the way. And I have my people that are getting ready for work. So they come in here just to say hello, or while they're getting ready for work, or are on their way to work, or um and those are the people that because a lot of people are not up, they're not doing their lives at 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's okay. I'm like the queen of uh typos. Well, that's what I say, because I like try to type too fast and then I make like a gazillion mistakes. If you see me retracting stuff, it's not because I didn't want to say what I wrote down. It's because there's like a gazillion typos in there. And have people think I'm an idiot. But yeah, this I hopefully, I don't think it's going to be resolved. I think it's just going to try, people are going to try and forget, because it's already, they're deflecting, and trying to make it something that it's, to go on to something that it's not. And it's not about what they're saying, it's about like this whole person with the P word. I can't say it on my channel because I think YouTube doesn't like you using that word, but you know what he is, and the whole paperclip boy or whatever he is. Nobody at all. Nobody supports that. Not a single person. We're all mothers, grandmothers, aunts. We don't support that. There's no way in hell. I'm back on night shift tonight. Oh, I don't know. I probably would. You know what? If they gave me a choice, if I was going back to work, I think I would pick night shift, because I seem to be more awake in the middle of the night than I am during the day. Oh God. Welcome back, Jenny. Welcome back. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is, thank you, Carla, for saying that? No, we don't support that crap. No, of course not. Of course not. And anybody that says we do is an idiot. Come on. That's ridiculous. We're all mothers and grandmothers. Nobody supports that shit. And what what Janie Bobaney said was not that it was worse. What Diane did was worse. What she said was she thought it was disgusting that Diane came in on the tail of somebody like that. That's what she said. And I will absolutely say that, Is this about the Chris Watts prison guy? Yeah, blank. Yeah, they tried to make it something that it wasn't, which is ridiculous. And that's what's sad about it is that they tried to deflection. It's like first of all is all of this thing about Kyle and the wide brim hats. And to be honest with you, I don't know I'm trying to be nice. Um, do I want to go on camera and wear a wide brim hat? No, I don't. Would I? I mean, I don't see the I don't see the harm in it. I never even heard the stuff about that until I heard Pirate talking about it. It did not make the live, but listened to some of it. So I did not hear the entire live about Molly and that guy. Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing either. Because to be honest with you, I was doing stuff around my house. I didn't hear about the paper clips. Was I did not hear that at all until after it was made a big deal out of. Never knew there was anything such thing. I never knew anybody would do such a thing, to be honest with you. He's disgusting. He is what he is. Um, but I mean, how do you, okay, when you have someone on your panel, do you vet every single person that goes on your panel? No, you just take them at their word. I mean, I don't know. At least I don't. Maybe I should. I mean, it kind of makes you scared that someone might go on your panel that you might not have vetted and they turn out to be, I don't know, international drug dealer or something or a scammer, whatever. You guys need to go over to some of the clip channels because if you take clips and watch them, you can get the whole story just by watching the clip channels. At least that's what I do. Yeah, disgusting. He is pretty disgusting. But first of all, how were they supposed to know? I'm sure they were just as shocked. I mean, I'm sure their jaws were dropped on the ground when they heard that. And like, what kind of guy goes on here and like even admits to that? Like, and doesn't seem to be like upset about it. Like, I would be so embarrassed. I would have like gone, forget it. That would have been it. Lesson learned by all. They need to move along. It's done and over with. Exactly. They can, well, that's what they're riding up here on. It'll be something else. Watch. Someone's going to say something that's going to piss them off. Um, and then it's going to be that. It's going to be a deflection all the time. It doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be something. It's always going to be something. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just how it is in here. Yeah, he is. He is sick in the head. End of. I don't even want to see it. Well, I saw his picture, but do I blame Molly and Laura for that? No. How are they supposed to know? Come on. Oh, blink. Oh, that's what I wasn't understanding why everybody was putting paper clips in chats until I found out what the whole story was. My dad would have killed someone if oh God. Well, some of us have gone through it in our lives. So, it's not an easy thing to my sister and I went through it. So, of course, I would never support something like that. So it's just like, come on. It's hard to even it's hard to even hear. And we were about, I think I was 14, my sister was 13. Was a friend of the family, so a very close friend. So even hearing about that, it brings back memories. For 3 years, never spoke on it. Yeah, when we were called, here's the thing, at that time, we were we were we were told that we were lying about it because it was just a very prominent person. And yeah, so both my sister and I were, and it's disgusting. When you think about it, it's just disgusting. And it's really hard to see somebody like that talk about it. Yes, Reagan. It's anybody, like, anybody did that to my grandchildren, I think I would kill them. I really do. It is. It's a I don't know. I don't think they can be cured. I really don't. I don't think they can be cured. I think they should be locked away for like ever. And this guy's out and about. Like, that's scary enough for me. I never spoke on the abuse my mother did to me for nearly 40 years. Oh my goodness, Jenny. I'm so sorry. It's hard though, and I get therapy, and I've got what they call PTSD, and I still have a hard time talking to my therapist about a lot of the stuff, and I haven't actually opened up completely about all the stuff my sister and I have had gone through. And that's years ago. And it's still hard, because I'm bipolar. And I'm telling you, some of the PTSD is related to that. And that's years ago. It sticks with you. It changes you. It does it completely. Hey, Christopher, it completely changes you um, when you go um, when you go through something like that. They can't be cured. My heart is so heavy for anyone who has experienced this heinous behavior. I would absolutely end them. In my opinion, they have absolutely forfeited their right to grieve. Exactly. But then, when my sister and I were really young, we weren't believed. We weren't. And I don't blame I mean, it was such an and I kind of mad at my parents because they didn't believe us, but I'm kind of like not, like, they're still your parents, but still they just never believed us. And it was both me and my sister. It wasn't just me. But it's still hard to talk about, like, years and years and years and years later. Yes, we're survivors. That's true. We can survive, we can get past it, but it changes you forever. It changes your mindset, changes, your it makes me angry, Carlin. I'm wondering if it was just so taboo. I don't know. I just know that they never believed me or my sister. And and for a while, actually, years later, I actually told my mother. I screamed at my mother, and she goes, she was just like, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, you didn't believe us when we told you years ago when we were young. And she didn't. So was I mad at her? Yes. Do I love my mom? Well, my mom's passed away now. Yeah, I still love her, but I was mad at her. It's okay now. Jackpot. I suffer PTSD, but I take meds. And to be honest with you, I'm telling you guys this now, but I still haven't like completely opened up to my therapist. I don't want to. It's a suppressed memory. It's something that, we're working through, and it's not easy. You work through that. And I've been in therapy now for since 2004. So what's that? 2004, a while. What's 16 years? Four? No, not since 2004. 2006. Since 2006, I've been in therapy. His brain is fixed. No, no, you are a fucking deviant piece of shit, my opinion, and he should be looked up for the rest of his days. Well, won't he be a registered, won't he be registered? I don't think he should be out of prison, to be honest with you. He was obviously in a bad prison. I mean, if he was in the same prison as Chris Watts, that's not a good prison. And supposedly, isn't he going to court um, for trying to strangle his sister? So he's got some anger issues, obviously. Um, I just can't bring myself to support someone like that. Just nope, won't happen. But no, I won't use that as a reason, to piggyback on. My experience was my experience. I really, to be honest with you, when I was in that chat, I was very uncomfortable. And I wasn't even in there the whole time. But imagine if I was uncomfortable, how uncomfortable it was to be for Molly and Laura to be on that panel. It had to have been excruciating. He said it was postponed according to a post. I see. Well, still, the guy's got to have anger issues if he's going to court for strangling his sister. Wouldn't that put you back in prison, though? I mean, if you're just getting out of prison for something like, what he did, and then you have to go back to court because, you know, yes, strangled your sister. Doesn't that uh, equate to you have some issues, man? I think you should be in prison for a little bit longer. Yes, Carla, why is he not in prison? I don't know. I mean, I think just for the first offense that he did, he should be. But Robbie changed his brain. I don't know. I don't know. I like Robbie. I don't know what Robbie did. Yeah, if you were if you were in prison for what he did, and then you have to go to court because you strangled your sister, you definitely have his brain is fixed. Oh, I don't think you can fix a brain like that. Seriously, I have to disagree with Robbie on that one. Hey, Texas girl. Good morning. Yeah, I would have strongly disagree with that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I would disagree. Robbie, I love you, but I strongly disagree with you. I don't think, yeah, I really don't. I think they've done studies, long-term studies, and I don't think they're, because it's not about, I mean, I don't even know what it's about. I don't know why these people do what they do. Seriously, I don't even want to understand why they do what they do, to be honest with you. I don't want to understand them. I don't want to know about them. I know what I went through when I was younger, and I don't want to castration. I don't know how it even works. Go to Trigger Minds channel. The clips are there. It's a long story, but Robbie believes his abhorrent sexual behavior has been cured. Oh, goodness. I'd have to disagree with that. I'll tell you what, it changes you if you've ever gone through that, and I strongly, you know, understand what that is because I went through it with my sister, and it changes you. And years later, it still affects you. I don't agree with that, but where does he think he can say someone's brain is fixed? I don't know. I didn't see it. It made us survivors, yeah, when you survived that, something like that. But, I'm still in therapy, and I'll be in therapy for quite a while. And I still have a hard time. I can't even, to be honest with you, I'm telling you more about it. I mean, I'm not going into details about it, but I'm telling you more than I've ever been able to tell my therapist face to face. And they know something happened in my childhood, but they've never pushed me to talk about it. I have to be ready to talk about it, he said. He believes he is cured of his, oh, I see. I don't believe there's a cure. I just don't. Seriously, I don't. I don't even know why Robbie and that other guy don't know his name or even brought up on panel. I have no idea. I don't even know what that channel is. That is why I kind of try to stay away from those chats because it, you know, they won't push you, Carla. They will wait till you are ready. No, they won't. He's never pushed me. He knows something happened. He doesn't know the full extent. He knows it happened in my childhood. He knows, you know, and he's a good therapist. I really didn't know because they made me change therapists. I had one therapist and then I had a female, and then they changed me to a male. And I didn't want a male at first, but I got this guy and he is so fantastic. He's so understanding. He's so, he doesn't push him, you know what I mean? Like he just listens. And you can talk about anything with him, which is really good. I don't know exactly. It popped up on a clip channel called Triggered Minds if you want more info. I get that you need therapists you trust and are not friendly with. You don't want to go and just sit there. Well, here's the problem I had. I had a female therapist that I had gone through everything because they do an evaluation on you before you start, and I had to go through it all over again. So yeah, it was kind of like, okay, now I have to tell my whole story again, and not really my whole story, but you have to go through an evaluation, which is they evaluate you, make sure that you're not suicidal or homicidal or, whatever. I could never have talked to a man about my stuff. Yeah. Well, I haven't yet, Jenny, to be honest with you. I'm not. But until this all came up, I had kind of suppressed everything until this all came up. It brought it all back, which is really Texas girl. Did I say hi to you? If not, I'm saying hi to you now. Um, but until this all came up, I had suppressed a lot of this stuff. And I think my psychiatrist told me in order to protect your mind, sometimes things get put in the back so you don't think about them every day. You don't dwell on them. You don't, you know. There's friends that I've had that I've never even told about this. My sister and I have never talked about it ever between us. And we got the same treatment. I got so lucky after 3 therapists. I finally found one I connected with, and it took 2 years for her to find out anything. Exactly. It takes a while. I have to go prepare dinner before I have to go to work. Thank you, Carla, and everyone. Great stream. Have a lovely day, everyone. You too, Reagan. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. When the floodgates open, wow, it was life changing. Exactly. You have to be ready. It has to be when you are ready. Blink says, Lisa, I have always had a woman and I cared what she thought about me, which kept me from going where I needed to go. This was years. Had a guy last year, which I revealed more to than anyone ever. You have a great day, Reagan. Thank you for coming in, by the way. I appreciate that. Why is everything? Oh, good Lord. I'm not going to repeat that. Goodness gracious. That person can be hidden. Just no, don't even time them out. Just block them. That's, yeah. Yeah, I saw. Unfortunately, you see everything on StreamYards. It doesn't hide it. Yeah, he's a weirdo. Heard, I have heard that guy say stuff, and I'm like, dude, there are women in here. Normal men don't talk like that around women. Weirdo, paranoid, period. Yeah, there unfortunately are people that enjoy this stuff, that enjoy making people feel bad. And that's unfortunate. That's abuse, actually. I would say that comes close to being abusive. It really does. Like, why would you do that? Like, why? There's women in here that you know what? And that's the thing about it. And anybody that's got a wrench in here, if someone comes in here and talks like that, don't even time them out. Don't do that. Just block them, because I don't want anybody feeling like, bad about anything, about sharing. No. There's no tolerance for that. There's no reason for it. There's no excuse for it. I don't even want to see them. They just block. Don't come in here and start that. And same with people that are nasty to you guys. If you guys seeing someone be just nasty to somebody in here for no reason, yeah, just block them. Because I want people to feel comfortable coming in here. Hey, Tommy, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Because I want you guys to feel comfortable coming in and talking. Like, here's the thing: people have come in here today and shared their most intimate, you know, things, and thought they were in a safe place, and then someone like that idiot comes in here, moron, and ruins it for people. That Prince Harry returned to England without really to stay. Hard block, no timeouts. This is supposed to be a safe place. Exactly, Bailey. Well, you've got a ranch. I can't always, like, I don't even want to see people that come in here and say stuff like that. Like, it's horrible. I wouldn't want someone saying stuff like that to someone I didn't like, let alone someone that yes, no, for the funeral. Oh, exactly. You mean Megan's not going? That's right, Prince Philip. Rest in peace, Prince Philip. Rest in peace, DMX. I mean, that's terrible. It's all terrible. And I'm praying for my husband's friend at work, that he makes it through, because it's really bad. He talked to him the other day and it was just horrible. He said it was horrible. He taught me some things I still use. Understand your past and move from it after learning. I always just believed things were the way they were and blame my childhood. See, I did blame my mom. Like, I was mad at my mom. Hi, Candace. Good morning. Hey, Mel. I did get mad at my mother, but then I thought, you know, I don't think my mother wanted to believe it either. So I really don't. I don't hold anything against my parents. I love my parents. I mean, my parents are both gone. So of course I'm not gonna hold on to that. None of the family of Prince Harry want Meghan there. Ooh, really? Wow. Seriously. He's he's very bad. He's in intensive care. I mean, he needs help sitting up in a chair. They have to like pull back on his oxygen because they were giving him too much oxygen. It, it's just horrible. He's really, and here's the thing, guys. So he was very, very healthy. So it's not always about you know, if you're older or if you're not healthy or you got health issues. I'm getting my shot this week. I'm getting it on Thursday. So wish me luck. I'm nervous about it, but um, supposedly with the Pfizer, um, you have an 80% chance of not getting it. So he's 51. He's 51 and he's always been in shape. So yeah, I know. I'm just like a little nervous about it. Hey Winky, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you. Show some love. Hoping you have a beautiful day. Much love to you and your family from my home to yours. Much love to you. I love her. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, Winky, Winky, Winky. What would we do without Winky on here? Winky is like one of those beautiful souls that can go anywhere and she's welcome anywhere and everybody loves her. And you know what? That's something to be admired. I lost a very good friend, 43 years old. She was in good health. The second shot didn't go well for her and left two beautiful. What? She died from the second shot? Oh, God, don't tell me that. I'm so nervous. What? She died from the shot? Lisa, die from getting the shot? Oh my gosh. Well, what happened? Did she get the virus? Or she just got some like Did she have any health issues? Love you, Winky. Hey, Shaz. Hi, sweetie. Yes, the family is in progress now with hospital and lawyer. Well, what? I don't understand though. Um, she died from the second shot. Like, did she die from the shot, or did she have the disease and she died from the disease? In the 90s, we had to go overseas in South America, and they made us take vaccines for Hep B and Hep C. She died from the vaccine. Something doesn't make sense. Which one did she get? See, we're getting the Pfizer. Carla, you're a lovely break from the first year. Oh, thank you. Um, sorry, so sorry. I have to go for now. I'll be listening on my speakers. Love you too. Ah, you're such a sweetie. She's a beacon of light in here. Seriously. No, she has the one who put you to sleep in operation. She had to get the shot. No COVID, no nothing. She stated getting sick and died 2 days later. Oh, my goodness. Well, she didn't actually die from the shot. She had underlying issues. I have blood clots, so I'm not taking any of that. I don't see. Here's the thing, guys. I'm traveling. I want to travel to Canada. They're not going to let me in that country unless I have a vaccine. Oh, she had surgery. I think she said she had surgery, Bailey. I think that's what she's saying. Mel says in the UK, in my town, someone just died of a blood clot through the second shot. It's said in the newspapers. Oh my goodness. See, I'm getting a shot this week and I don't want to hear this. It's making me nervous. Making me so nervous. I have to just think I'm healthy. I don't smoke. I have the only thing that I've had is like I haven't felt good for the last week, but it's been the tired. It's been that I've been exhausted for some reason. I appreciate that. That is why I am not taking any shots. Exactly. Yeah. No, she said she was an anesthesiast and an anesthesiologist and had to take the shot. Oh, she was a worker in the hospital. Okay. Did you see the new side effect in the paper about a reaction on your arm? I heard that the lymph nodes can swell up and stuff. And I don't know. That's what my son-in-law got really swollen. Like he said, like, and I said, is it like a regular swollen? He says, no, it's like it was like really swollen. So I had a staph infection on my right arm, so I am not going to get a shot in my right arm. I'll get it in my left arm. I've never had any issues in my left. COVID arm, it is called. She was the only one who got that sick, so they are looking into other stuff that may have not been right. Hey, Ms. OMG, glad to see you. We have well, they say the Johnson and Johnson is only 60%. So we're going for the I guess I'm just gonna have to, I mean, if it's my time, it's my time, there's nothing you can do about it. It grew to a 2-inch burn looking thing that was itchy and hot, but was like touching a bad sunburn. A month later, the lump's almost gone. Good Lord. This is not making me so comfortable, guys, about getting this shot. Oh, horror stories. Yeah, all the people in my family who've gotten the shots have gotten very, um, very mild reactions. Although my daughter refuses, and my daughter, my biological daughter and son refuse. They're not getting the shot. They just refuse. They just don't want it. They have no desire to get it. They're not that they're scared, they just don't want to get it. And I respect that. And I wouldn't either. I probably wouldn't either if I didn't want to travel to Canada. I probably would not get the shot. But I'm not going to be allowed across the border if I don't get it. So my mother-in-law got it and is totally fine, Carla. Mild flu symptoms and 12-hour mark and then fine. Yeah. I call it Shaz's law. If something can go wrong in ways you never imagined. Oh, Shaz, that's funny. Um, the one variant is called B117. I should start taking vitamins. I, Actually, I have been fairly healthy this year. Have not taken vitamins, but I've been eating. I mean, I've put on weight. I'm starting to lose weight. I've lost 7 pounds. So I'm starting to lose weight again, which is good. Um, it's summertime, so it's about time. It's kind of dull outside here today. I think it's going to rain, which is fine. B117. I need a good vitamin. I think I need to take vitamins. I am still Canadian. I think they would have to let me across even if I didn't have the shot, but my children all live stateside, so I don't need to go to Canada. Lots of people have no problem having the vaccine, and they do warn people that you will get a few side effects. I've heard about the side effects. My doctor rang Astra and they tried to say reaction to the needle itself. I've had needles in places that don't. I've never had that happen. I've never had a reaction from a needle. I've had like a sore arm from the flu shot, and I had a shot for shingles. Um, so Bailey, you need to come to West Virginia to see me. Yeah, and then I can go see you guys because West Virginia is the next state over from Pennsylvania. Road trip, road trip. We'll go see you, Lisa. Hey, Joy. People are still getting COVID after vaccine. Plus, you have to continue getting booster 3 months. Yeah, I've heard that too, Joy. You had the shot for pneumonia? There's a shot for pneumonia? I didn't even know there was a shot for pneumonia, to be honest with you. Um, Yay. Canada's really strict about that. They're not letting people in and out. Or, well, I don't know. They're not. They're really strict. Pneumonia shot for 50 plus. Hmm. I didn't know. I took the flu shot and never knew there was a pneumonia shot. That's how much I know. Bailey has got some tattoos, just a few. You're like my daughter, Bailey. You should see the tattoos she's got. She's got her whole arm on one side. One side of her arm is completely tattooed. I've never had a tattoo in my life, ever. Hi, Kimberly. Never had a tattoo. I don't like shots. I don't like needles. I mean, I mean, if I have to get them, I take them and I take them like a chat. Hey, Kim, how are you, sweetie? I was just saying today, Kim, how comfortable I am in Laura's chat now. And like a couple months ago, I wouldn't have been. And we're just chit chatting about anything. And I stopped all those vaccinations after they changed them. Our government gave polio to our children. They can't be trusted. Also, my daughter does not want to get a shot. Neither does my son. They completely refuse. Now, my husband's kids, they've all gotten it. Yes, you got. Hmm. You got a few tattoos. Yes, you do. She's beautiful. Bailey is beautiful. Uh, Trust me, she's a very beautiful girl. All of you guys are. You're all beautiful. I don't know why my husband takes all the laundry downstairs and doesn't tell me. That's like a hint, hint, do the laundry today. What did you have on your face after going skiing? And then I had it on my back after I had my first baby. What did you have? What did you have, Dory? I love seeing all the hearts. You guys are amazing. I have three, but not where everybody can see. Joy, you're funny. I still need to get my hair cut. I am not going to get on camera until I do my haircut and I'm getting my and my husband said after I get my shot, I can just go out and I'm going to go to the hairdressers and I'm going to get highlights and I'm going to get my hair cut because I'm tired of it. It just drives me crazy. Oh, shingles. Yeah, I had shingles. I had the shingle shot. You got your eyebrows done? Yeah, maybe I'll just go. Hey, Ginger Locks. Hi. Oh, God. Mine is too. Mine is terrible. It's awful. How are you, Ginger? Love seeing ya. Love you, mean it. I love Ginger Locks. She's so awesome. She's so pretty. She even looked pretty when she was in the hospital, like really sick in the hospital. Like, how frustrating is that? If I was in the hospital for like 5 weeks, I would look like shit. I would. She looked like $1,000,000. I mean, who looks good when they're in the hospital? Ginger Locks. Shingles has been around forever. My ex had them in '80s, but to antibiotics and never had another case. No, so no shingle shot for me. I got a blah, shingle shot last year. Last year before this all came out. So a little over a year ago. Oh, Kim, how are you doing, by the way? I haven't asked you that in a while. Have you found out what's going on with you? Because I know you had something with your blood. I do pay attention. Seriously. Cindy, I love you. You're up early. How are you feeling, sweetie? How's your arm? Cindy, did you get your shot? My wife took me to get a pedicure with her once. Now I'm hooked and I take her. It's great to be pampered. Tommy, you're funny. That's cute. I love that. My husband would never, ever. Oh, okay. Well, how's your arm? How is your arm? Yeah, it does feel good to get a mani penny petty. I think the only thing with the pedi or the manicures is I can't stand the way my fingernails feel. It feels like I have something foreign on my nails, and I don't like the feeling of it. Is being sent back. Moderna, not much better. Pfizer seems to be better of three evils. That's the one we're getting, Joy. My toenail got infected because I used to get pedicures. Um, Sorry about that. I I would like my nails to look nice, but I put a bit of nail polish on. That's about it. Oh, you're not a plain Jane, Lisa. You're pretty. You're a pretty lady. Did I say hi to Kimberly? Is Kimberly in here? Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly was like the first one in here today. I hope I said hello to her. I just don't like the way they feel on my nails. I end up feeling like I want to peel them off. So I don't do them. I probably would be okay with my toenails, but not my fingernails. Because I mean, you're not feeling your fingernails all the time. You're not doing like dishes and stuff like that with your toenails. Kim, I hope you get better. Is it like some like kind of hereditary thing? Did they tell you how you got that? Your husband went with you. Oh, my husband, you wouldn't catch my husband dead in there. Cousin got her vaccine, and she was telling me at the baby shower that she was sick for 2 days and could hardly stay awake. So now I'm scared to get mine. She also told me they told her it's only um I don't know what would be the difference the way I feel now. Good for 6 months. She said she isn't doing it again. Oh, really? See, that's actually somebody that my husband works with said that she was really tired for one day. One of my parents have the gene, but it never came out or affected them. Oh, really? So they know where you got that from. Hey, Rosanna. Good morning. Good morning. I've heard that it only lasts 6 months. Well, I heard after 6 months, yeah, what is the point of getting the vaccine if it only lasts for 6 months? Like, do we have to keep going every 6 months to get it? Like, come on. Like, I didn't hear that part of it. It's all crazy, but what do we do, you know? I know. It's like, but we should get herd immunity in 6 months. A booster every 3 months? Ooh. It seems we hear so much like exactly. I mean, you hear something different from everybody. So what are we supposed to think? Or what how do we know what to do? You know what I mean? Oh gosh. You guys, Brian uploaded a video, so if you want to see what he's got to say, I'd play it, but I don't want to take the views away from him. I imagine it's something interesting. Brian, Brian cracks me up. He really does. But I imagine it's something interesting. I guess it does depend on the person. But then look, here's the thing about this virus. It's affecting everybody differently. Like that guy that works with my husband is very healthy. He was very healthy before he got this virus. His wife got it, his daughter got it. They both had like mild symptoms and that. And he's on in intensive care in the hospital on oxygen. So, like, who knows how things affect different people? They told them boosters every 3 months. Can you imagine being on the front lines, like working in a hospital? Like, you don't have a choice. You just have to do it. Molly addresses the pee situation. I guess I might check that out. Yeah, I was gonna just close down. It's been an hour and a half, guys. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate every single one of you, my mods. Thank you for taking care of business like you always do. And I will talk to you tomorrow. So you guys have a great day, rest of your day, and I'll talk to you, some of you, very, very soon. And take care. Love you guys. Mean it. Bye.